What's up, guys? So I'm back again, and I'm trying to get completely fired up, but I'm almost out of my coffee, and I just wanted to share this story about something that happened at the gym today that almost fired me up more than hitting the 340 dead bench, and it kind of goes along with what I was saying earlier in my other video I did earlier today about that the strength is already within us, and sometimes we just need to activate it, and I just want to share how I helped this guy like instantly add almost 100 pounds to his pin squat because I could see something in him that he could not see in himself. And I sort of told him like that he was sort of like maybe suffering or not suffering from like thinking that he wasn't strong. So anyways, this guy basically was, he was trying to increase his vertical jump. So he's doing these like pin squat variations. And then at the top, he was doing like a kind of a calf raise or something. It was, it was an interesting lift, but he was trying to increase the lift. And I was telling him that, just from my experience, like, because he was talking to me, and I don't like giving people advice on technique that they don't, or, because on lifts and stuff like that. All I want to talk about is things in my experience that have worked, and I just tried telling them that, for me, I used to train all the plyometrics and stuff, and have jump soles, and do, jump rope, and all that, stuff that people recommend, and it never did anything until I started doing heavy-ass lifts. But anyways, it's sort of besides the point. He was doing like 205 for like, I think like a 10-minute circuit or something, but like he was taking breaks, and he thought that the most he could do was 225. And I said, you just finished doing all these reps, I guarantee you can at least do 275. And he thought there's no way, and he was all scared to do it. And see, I just told him I would rather, I would rather fail than not know about my potential that I had. So I said, maybe you don't want to go for 275, you can go for 245. Okay, keep in mind that he was doing this after he had probably done, over 100 reps. And these aren't like, full squats. They're like quarter squats, but it doesn't matter. And so he put on 245, and he was like scared. He didn't really want, I don't know, he was talking about being worried about injury and stuff like that. And that's the other thing. In my opinion, people that worry about getting injured all the time are the ones that are getting injured. So it's like, I'm going to the gym to get stronger, and I don't care about all this. I mean, I'm learning about my body and stuff like that. But anyways, besides the point, he put on 245, and it went up easy. And I go, I know you can do 275. He puts it on, goes up easy. Then he puts on 315, and it didn't even look hard. He basically paused at the bottom and went up, and he was completely fired up. Like, he just thought like so what I'm trying to say is that sometimes people are a lot stronger than they think, but maybe they just don't believe in themselves. Or, it's sort of like when I was younger, I worked with trainers or like a strength coach. I even went to a powerlifting gym that was like, had records and stuff. Like, they were legit. I still couldn't get past like a 225 bench press. Okay, now I was young and stuff, but I put a lot of time in. But then it was just like, once I stopped following what everyone was saying and believed in myself, I started getting stronger, okay? But like I said before, if I wouldn't have come in contact with that kid and he wants to be able to, dunk or touch the rim or whatever, he might have been stuck on that 205 for like months when he did 315, and I guarantee you he could have done 350, and this is after he done a circuit. So I think he's more at like 450 or 405, 4 plates probably, okay? So he was cheating himself out of his strength because he didn't believe that it was possible, and he was worried about, his form or whatever. And I was just telling, and worried about failing or whatever. And I was telling him, you got the pin set anyways. And, he just didn't realize how strong he was. So sometimes you might, and also I failed before, like a 310 dead bench for 2 weeks ago, or like a week ago. Now I just hit a 340, okay? So sometimes I failed, but then got re-fired up, and I don't know. So all I'm trying to point out in this video is that maybe if someone's been stuck at certain levels of strength, okay, but also now this guy, because I think he thought he has to get stronger, I believe. Well, that's what I think, for dunking. So now he knows that he's stronger and he can get stronger, and I bet you that he'll dunk or touch the rim way sooner. And sometimes it's all about, that's incredible. I know it's a pin squat, and like it's 100 pounds. It's not like a regular squat, so it's not 100 pounds isn't as much, but still, like, or 90 pounds or whatever. Now the guy I'm hoping is going to believe in himself more, and I bet you that he'll be doing 4 plates or 5 plates, 495 if he, but he might, who knows if he'll keep believing in himself or whatever. And, like he was worried about his form and stuff like that. And I was watching him and it looked like, better than the form that I would have, I'll tell you that, because I'd be loading on way more weight than he will, I'd be trying. So sometimes it's just about somebody being there to let you know that you're stronger. But in my experience, I always didn't really think that. I didn't know if the people believe. I don't know. But I would rather keep failing than staying at a certain weight. Okay, that's just my style. But I just wanted to share this story because this is just, maybe something like this has happened to you and you've been too scared, to even try to increase the weight because you don't even think that it's possible that you can do it. Well, look what happened with this kid or this guy, and I was just talking about it earlier today, and then it actually happened at the gym, and this whole thing happened. Okay, so I don't know, you can call that a coincidence or whatever you want to call it, but I was fired up because I like letting people know that they have more power. And sometimes I've noticed that, when I stop listening to all these strength coaches and trainers and all these people on YouTube and was worrying about how to get stronger and worrying about all the form, my form would get worse. My strength I would be worrying about it, and I'd be focused too much on all this technical stuff. And then I just stopped worrying about it and just learned to believe in myself, and my strength seemed to basically explode. So anyways, let me know if you liked the video and subscribe for more content. Thanks.